If Devin Haney did all the things, the bad things, the ducking and the running and all these things that you guys say he did, then shouldn't the punishment fit the crime? Let's talk.
Straighter.
Yep.
Not roundhouse right hand.
And that's what we've been talking about. The straight shot is the one where he gets leverage on it.
I don't want to kill
Pull
somebody
back
for
a little bit.
seconds.
Nah, I want a body on my record.
Now, I want to see you fight motherfuckers. I do. All right? I'm with you. I'm with you. As long as you're trying to fight the great, the best competition.
So, Devin Haney ran from 135 to 140. He ran from Shakur, ran to 140. So we're going to roast Devin for running to 140. He ran from Tank Davis. We're going to roast Devin because he ran from Tank Davis. We're going to roast Devin. He ran from Shakur and Tank. He ran to 140. So that is the formula, right? We roast Devin because Devin didn't stay at 135 and fight Shakur and Tank. He didn't stay there. So we got to roast him. That he did this, that's what he ran, so let's punish him. Cool. So then shouldn't we be punishing Gervonta Tank Davis for not staying at 130 and fighting the guys there? Shouldn't we roast Shakur Stevenson for not staying at 126 and fighting those guys there? Shouldn't we roast Shakur Stevenson for not staying at 130 and fighting those guys there? And if we're not going to roast those guys, then how are we roasting Devin Haney? Devin became undisputed. There was no dispute. He had every belt that was anything. Teofimo Lopez did not have that criteria. Teofimo Lopez was not undisputed. He was disputed. Yet he went to 140 after losing to George Kambosos, never rematched him, and nobody said anything. So why doesn't the punishment fit the crime when it comes to Teofimo Lopez? Why didn't Teo have to stay at 135 and fight Devin and fight Shakur and fight Tank? Why is the punishment only for Devin? These are very valid questions. This is a very valid question. Why is it only for Devin? Only. Teofimo Lopez told you guys that if he would have beat George Kambosos, he was going to drop all the belts to make it harder for Devin to become undisputed. Devin Haney held on to all the belts and gave Shakur an offer for Shakur to become undisputed. You shit on Devin for holding all the belts and giving Shakur an opportunity to become undisputed. And then you praise Teofimo Lopez for dropping all the belts, or even telling the world that if he won, he was dropping all the belts to make it harder for Devin. So what you're saying to me is that Devin should have made it harder for Shakur, and you guys would have respected that. But because he made it easier for Shakur, then he's a fraud. So because Teo made it harder for Devin, you respect that. He told the world he was going to make it harder for Devin, and you guys respect that. But you don't respect Devin making it easy for Shakur to be undisputed in one fight. You don't respect that. You do hour-long arguments with me on why Shakur should have why Devin should have gave Shakur more. But Tio didn't give Devin anything. Nobody gave Devin anything. Devin marched his own path. He stomped to his own beat. And then he allowed people to follow him. And instead of you guys being grateful that this man was willing to pass the Undisputed, he was willing to fight Shakur Stevenson. I'm willing to fight you. Here is 25%. Here's 2.8. Here's 3.5. Here's 25. Because he's willing to do that. You shit on Devin. But you don't shit on Loma, who turned Shakur down. And it's still pinned on his fucking page today. It's still pinned. You don't shit on Lomachenko at all. You don't shit on Zapata at all. You don't shit on Pitbull Cruz. You don't shit on none of these guys. Nobody. You don't shit on Tank Davis at all. You protect Tank Davis. No, when it comes to that fight, it's Devin Haney's fault on why Shakur and Tank's not fighting. That's Devin's fault too. So I sit here and I'm in amazement, and I'm trying to figure out what is the punishment for the crime that you guys are saying Devin committed. Because whatever that punishment is, all the other fighters, their punishment should be worse. I'm not saying praise Devin to the high heavens. You don't have to. Y'all are haters. That's what y'all going to do. You're going to find something to hate on. Shakur Stevenson is a phenomenal fighter. Phenomenal. His moves is garbage. It's fucking trash. That fight against fucking Edwin De Los Santos made that nigga look like a fucking bum. He looked like a fucking bum. I know better. I know he's a phenomenal fighter. Just like I knew Jamel Herring is a fucking phenomenal fighter. And I was pissed off about the fact that y'all's motherfuckers is just writing Jamel Herring off. Well, if you're going to write Jamel Herring off, then why the fuck is Shakur fighting him? If he's not the best, why the fuck are they fighting? On the conversation, but I know. That video's still up. Video's still up. So Devin needs to fight all the best opponents. And if Devin doesn't fight all the best opponents, he's a duck. The duck. Coward. It's a fraud. He ran. Shakur Stevenson has not fought absolutely nobody. He's fought absolutely nobody. If Devin Haney ran out of 135, then why aren't you guys saying Shakur ran out of 130? O'Shaquie Foster is right there. It's right there. Nothing. Nothing at all. The crime and the punishment, not the same. Devin Haney gets fucking the electric chair because he didn't wait longer for the WBC to tell him he has to give Shakur 50-50 for everything that Devin Haney has. For the WBC to dictate to Devin Haney and what the WBO says, for the WBC to dictate to Devin Haney and the WBA, for the WBC to dictate to Devin Haney and the IBF. Because Devin didn't sit there and wait when he gave this man 3 offers. 2.8, which was the same thing he made to fight George Kambosos. 3.5, which is more than what he made to fight George Kambosos. And 25%. He did not get a percentage to fight George Kambosos. He did not get one. He gave you more than what he made, but that's a crime. Yet Shakira Rodriguez Twitterson is telling the world that he will never be the B-side again. After lying about that and being the A-side to Jermell Herring. After lying about that and being the A-side to Oscar Valdez. He lied, y'all. Niggas say they'll never be the A-side to these guys. The A-side is money. But he'll tell you, what's the marquee say? The marquee say, it says Herring versus Stevenson. It says Valdez versus Stevenson. I wouldn't give a fuck if you blended my name to FTBB. Am I getting paid more money than everybody else? Then call me whatever the fuck you want. I'm the A-side. You pay the A-side the most. That's what you do. Devin Haney cannot do what Tank Davis does. Devin Haney cannot fight a bunch of fucking bums. Just fight a bunch of fucking bums. Because he knows he's going to knock these motherfuckers out. So I'll just fight a bunch of fucking bums and knock out a bunch of fucking bums. And you guys will say I'm a knockout artist and I'm so fucking, I'm so exciting. I'm knocking out a bunch of fucking bums. So we're gonna buy all your pay-per-views and we're gonna fill up your arenas because you're fighting fucking bums. Devin actually fights good-ass competition, the best competition, and goes the distance. He gives them 36 minutes to do something with him, and they cannot do it. And you guys shit on this man for fighting the best competition. And you praise Tank Davis for knocking out bums. The punishment doesn't fit the crime. You shit on Devin Haney for leaving 135 because he couldn't make the fucking weight no more. You say he ran and he ducked. And then you praise Shakur Stevenson for leaving 130 because he couldn't make the weight anymore. The punishment doesn't fit the crime. I don't see you guys saying Shakur Stevenson ran from O'Shaquie Foster. You say, oh man, Shakur beat him easy. So that was a good enough excuse on why he did not have to fight O'Shaquie Foster. Because according to you, your opinion is he beats him easy. No facts. Just your opinion is that he beats O'Shaquie Foster easy, so that means he don't have to fight him. Okay. So then you're saying he doesn't beat Jermell Herring easy. He doesn't beat Robson Conceição easy. He doesn't beat Egg Fuyang easy. He doesn't beat motherfucking Joey Gonzalez easy. He doesn't meet motherfucking Edwin De Los Santos easy because he actually fought those guys. So Shakur Stevenson is fighting the guys that he doesn't beat easy. The punishment doesn't fit the crime. Because we don't know who the fuck these niggas are. Never heard of fucking none of these bum ass niggas. We still don't know where the fuck is Egg Fuyang at. That nigga fell off the earth. That nigga somewhere right now making wonton soup. Nobody cares. But he was the greatest if you're mentioning Shakur Stevenson. I wonder if you would give Devin credit for fighting Egg Fuyang. Or would you guys just say, oh, he's fighting Shakur's leftovers, like you guys do for Ryan Garcia? Yeah, because the punishment doesn't fit the crime. Only Devin gets punished for these crimes that you guys say are crimes. Only Devin gets punished for them. Devin Haney can only fight undefeated fighters. That's it. He can only fight Shakur, Tank, Tio, and Subiya Matisse. Those are the only guys he can fight. He can't fight nobody else. Anybody else he fights is a duck. My bad. Throw in Gary Russell too. Gary Antoine. Throw him in. And Jerron Boots Ennis. Throw in Boots too. Those are the only guys Devin can fight. Devin can only fight Boots, Benavidez. He can only fight motherfucking Gary Antoine Russell. He can't fight Mr. Gary. Only Gary Antoine Russell. He can fight Subiya Matisse, Tank, and Devin. Those are the only guys he can fight. He can't fight nobody else. Maybe Tio. But Gervonta Tank Davis can fight Fonseca, Schlon second, Bum second, Bum second, Bum ass second, Bum second. He can fight all them niggas. And you guys are cool because this is Tank Davis and he's going to knock them out. Shakira Twitterson, Shakira Ramirez Rodriguez Twitterson can fight anybody he wants. Why? Because he called out this guy right here. So I can call out this guy and do nothing after that. I just called him out. Yeah. I called him out. I don't have to do nothing. I don't have to wait. I don't have to I don't have to send no offers. I don't have to do nothing. I called him out. I called out Zapata. I called out Pitbull. Called out Devin. Called out Loma. That's good enough. I don't got to do nothing. And you're great for that. We respect you. But Devin called out Tank, Loma, Adrian Broner, Ryan, Javier Fortuna, JoJo. The list goes on, Mikey. It goes on and on and on. But we can't give him credit because he didn't fight him. No. We only give credit to fighters who fight. You can talk all you want and say whatever you want, but you only get credit for fighting. If you didn't fight T.O., then we don't give you no credit for it. But we give Shakur Stevenson credit for calling T.O. out. T.O.'s a duck because he refuses to fight Shakur Stevenson. Yep, sure is. Loma's a duck because he refuses to fight Shakur Stevenson. He sure is. All of those guys are ducks because they refuse to fight Shakur. These guys are not ducking Devin because Devin can make the fight. Now, how he can make the fight is a whole different story. Sending offers doesn't matter when it comes to Devin Haney. We need to see the pen he used to write them. Otherwise, they're not real. But Tank can never even say he sent Devin an offer. His team can just say Devin refused to offer, and that's good enough. He refused to, they sent Devin an offer and Devin refused it. That's good enough. Even though Tank never said this. Steven Espinosa never said this. No one on his team ever said this. The only thing they said is that Devin, any fighter that wants to fight Tank needs to accept what they are offered. Accept what you're offered. Devin says, then what did you offer me? What did you offer? They say, he was sent an offer, BF. You know he was. That's good enough. That's good enough. But Devin sends Tank Davis $20 million guaranteed with pay-per-view split. No, Devin's lying. No, I need to see the contract, bro. Show me paperwork. I need to see paperwork. Where's the paperwork at? Where's the paperwork? Paperwork, BF. We need the paperwork. We need the paperwork. The punishment doesn't fit the crime. The crime of Devin sending an offer. The punishment is we need to see the paperwork. But there is no crime of Steven Espinosa never sending anything. Leonard Ellerby never sending anything. Tank, Kenny, Coach Cal, none of those guys never sending Devin anything. Never. Just saying it is good enough. That's good enough. Steven Espinosa spoke around about having preliminary conversations. So then you guys take that and say, why would Tank send a contract if Devin's doing something else? But Ryan Garcia was fighting someone else. Did not stop Tank from sending Ryan Garcia a contract. The punishment doesn't fit the crime. Devin gets punished for things that you guys praise others for doing. The punishment doesn't fit the crime. If you want to punish Devin for not giving Shakur Stevenson 50-50, then you should punish Shakur for not giving Frank 50-50. You should punish if Devin Haney being undisputed means absolutely nothing. It means nothing. Then Anthony Joshua should have given Deontay Wilder 50-50. You guys should be shitting on Joshua because the punishment for Devin doesn't fit the crime. Joshua only had 3 belts. He was not undisputed at all. He had 3 belts. And he gave Deontay Wilder a flat fee. Devin Haney had everything, and he gave 25% of everything. Everything. The punishments don't fit the crimes. The punishments that Devin Haney gets are only for him. If Bill Haney is cap and a liar and blah, 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 cool, no problem. Why don't y'all have this same energy for Kenny? For Danny Garcia's dad? For Teofimo Lopez's dad? For Roberto Guerrero's dad? He ran like a chicken. For Papachenko? Anybody's dad. Why don't you have these things? Because Bill lies. You still cannot tell me what this man lied about, but no problem. If Bill lies, and that's the reason why you must punish Bill, then why aren't you guys punishing Coach Kenny, Coach Cal? Why are you not guys punishing those guys? Because they said you have to take what is offered. Coach Kenny said that coin flip landed on Shakur. So why isn't the A side sending Shakur a contract saying this is what you're getting? They sent one to Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia didn't send Tank a contract. Tank sent them one. Because like Leonard Ellerby says, Tank will fight who Tank wants to fight. Tank sent Ryan 2 contracts. The first one he turned down because he said he was fighting Pacquiao. He sent him another one. Sent him 2. Why didn't Kenny the coin flip landed on Shakur? Why isn't Tank Davis sending a contract to Shakur? He's the A side. Shakur does not dictate nothing to Tank Davis. Why isn't Tank sending a contract to the guys that we know, the top dudes, the biggest money draws, the ones that's going to have the most legacy and everything behind it and the most money? Why isn't Tank sending offers to those guys? Devin sent Shakur one. But we're mad at Devin. We punish Devin for sending an offer. And we praise we praise Tank for sending nothing. We praise Shakur for sending nothing. We make excuses on why Shakur don't have to send anything. Bob Arum wasn't going to allow it. Bow. We make excuses for Tank Davis. Oh, man, Al Heyman, we got to call Al, man. Al, we got to call Al. And then we call Tank his own boss. And then we say people are absolutely ducking Shakur. But when it comes time for Shakur to do anything, we blame Bob Arum. But for Devin, nope, it's Devin. Him personally. He's a duck. He's a coward. He's a fraud. He ran. Devin can send in a contract. Why isn't Devin giving more? Him personally, him himself. Devin needs to give more out of his own pocket. He's got to do it. And if he doesn't, he's a duck. He's a coward. He's a fraud. The punishment doesn't fit the crime. Devin Haney's punishment is totally different from anybody else's when they're not doing remotely close to what Devin is giving the sport of boxing. Devin claims he wants to fight you He sends you a contract. Shakur claims he wants to fight you. He does nothing but tweet it. You guys know Devin sends contracts, and you'll say it's not real. And then you'll say these guys are ducking Shakur Twitterson. And I'll say, where's the contract? And you'll say to me, how do we know he didn't send one? How do we know he didn't send one? But we know Devin sent one, and you guys say he's lying. Show me the proof. I need to see the paperwork. Show me the contract Devin sent whoever. But when it comes to Shakur Stevenson, come on, man. Bob Arum. When it comes to Tank Davis, come on, man. Al Haney. But when it comes to Devin Haney, show me the paperwork. You have an excuse lined up to protect Shakur. You have an excuse lined up to protect Tank Davis. You have an excuse lined up to protect Teofimo Lopez and every fighter, everybody else. There's an excuse lined up to protect these guys. There is no excuse for Devin. None. None at all. Not one. Devin Haney, if you want to become the undisputed champion of the world at 140, if that's what you want, then you need to fight Subriel Matisse, Teofimo Lopez. You need that. And then you need to fight either the winner of Rolly and Pitbull Cruz. You got to fight them. If you want undisputed at 140, you must fight them. Y'all see how easy that is? You see how easy it is? And I'm a diehard Devin Haney fan. It's Dream Team over here. But I will tell Champ, if you want undisputed at 140, these are the guys you must fight. Shakur Stevenson fans don't do that. They say Shakur really wants to fight these guys. And those guys are ducking. So I'm going to blame everybody else. Devin Haney fans say, no, Dev, you're that dude. If you want undisputed, go get it. No, Dev, you're that dude. If you're moving to 140, fight Boots. Fight Thurman. Fight Boots. Fight Barrios. Yeah, fight one of those dudes, right? Fight one of them. You're going to 147, fight them. Fight Boots. But if you mention Tank and Boots, you get nothing but tears. But then you guys will be the first ones to talk about Tank's a multi-division champion. If I mention Shakur and Boots, nothing but tears. Man, he's too small, man. If I mention Tio and Boots, nothing but tears. Man, Tio don't got to fight him. What does Boots bring to the table? Tio wants to fight Bud. But then you'll tell Devin to fight Boots. Devin's fans will say that's a good-ass fight. We don't give a fuck if he wins or loses. We want him to win. But if he loses, so be it. At least he tried to fight the best. And Jaron Boots Ennis is the best at 147. He's the best. The absolute best. And you will put Devin versus Boots in a heartbeat. Just like you put Devin versus Loma, Devin versus Shakur, Devin versus Tank, Devin versus Tio. You have Devin versus anybody that you claim is the best. And then you have the guys that you claim are the best, them other guys. It's okay for those guys to fight anybody because the punishment doesn't fit the crime. You guys prove that Devin is the top dog because you want him to fight all the other guys that you guys claim are the top dog. And then you make excuses for those same guys that you claim are the top dogs to not fight each other. You make excuses for Shakur to not fight Tank. You make excuses for Tank to not fight Shakur. You make excuses for Tank and Shakur to not fight Loma. You make excuses for Tank, Shakur, and Loma to not fight Tio. Even though Loma fought Tio, you make excuses for the rematch to not happen. But Devin's got a rematch Loma. Yeah. Devin's got a rematch Loma, but Tio doesn't. Because Devin is the best, and you guys know it. You know it, which is why you want the best to play or fight against anybody that you believe is the best. It's why you want LeBron James to go against all the best guys and you compare him to all the best guys and you got beef with LeBron and blah, he's a flopper and blah, 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 and yada, yada, yada. He's not the GOAT and yada, yada, yada. Yeah, but you compare him to the GOAT for a reason. If he's not the GOAT, you compare him to the GOAT. I believe he is. Y'all do the same thing with Devin. The standards are different for the best. The standard is different. It's a different standard when you know they're the best versus when you believe they're the best. The punishment for the ones that you know are the best doesn't fit the crime. Specifically, when the people you believe are the best do worse than what Devin does. Terrence Crawford never fought Sergey Lipinets, and he was ordered to. He never gave him an offer. No percentage. Devin was undisputed and still gave Shakur 3 offers and a percentage. Lomachenko never gave Devin an offer. He never tried to fight Devin at all. Never. You guys are okay with that. You give him all kind of credit. Oh, he won the undisputed, BF. He won it undisputed. That's the reason why he got rid of his mandatory. Because he won it. You make every fucking excuse you want. And then Devin turned right around and gave this man an opportunity at undisputed, of which Loma did not give him a chance. Devin gave him what Loma refused to give him. And instead of you guys being grateful for it, you say Devin needs to give him a rematch. The punishment doesn't fit the crime. You shit on Dev. Dev got to give a rematch. But you don't shit on Shakur. Shakur don't need to give Edwin a rematch. Edwin's cool. Edwin De Los Santos, he don't need no rematch. He's fine. He's cool. But Dev has to rematch Loma. Loma don't got to rematch Gary Russell. That was cool. No, Loma won. Loma don't got to rematch Gary. But Dev got to rematch Loma. But Shakur don't got to rematch motherfucking Edwin De Los Santos. And Tank don't got to rematch Pitbull Cruz. Wow. The punishment doesn't fit the crime. Because Devin hasn't done a crime. That's why. He hasn't done one. You guys are grasping for straws to try to put him in one. Yeah. And I pick y'all apart every fucking time. And I will continue. Because I want the best to fight the best. And I know who's trying to, and I know who's full of shit. Because if Shakur was trying to, he would have accepted that 25%. If Tank was trying to, he would have accepted that $20 million guaranteed. Instead of talking about give me 2 Ferraris. If he wanted to fight the best. If he wanted the biggest bags. Yeah. He doesn't. He's trying to cherry pick Frank, man. I hope it cost him. I really do. I really do. I don't wish no ill will on this man personally. I'm speaking strictly boxing. Just like Canelo Alvarez trying to cherry pick Jaime Munguia and move around and duck fucking Andrade. Well, he ducked him a long time ago, but he's ducking David Benavidez. I hope it backfires on him. I absolutely do. Because it's a blatant duck. The same as Tank ducking Devin is a blatant fucking duck. It's the same way as Canelo Alvarez ducking David Benavidez. The same way that fucking Shakur Stevenson's ducking everybody. The same fucking way of all these other niggas ducking. I'm yelling to the top of my lungs. I'm wanting everybody to hear me scream that I want to fight until you get offered a fight. And then all of a sudden, it's not the fight you want. You want to get paid. Pathetic. BFTB. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. I'm out.